What's up, Panko fam? In this video, we're going to go over exactly how to make time management so easy it feels unfair. Because the truth is, you could be doing so much more if you just learned how to properly manage your time. So let's go over the 7 tips I have that have helped me balance being an influencer, bodybuilder, Harvard student, and more. Once you master these 7 tips, you'll be more productive than ever. And you'll have so much time on your hands that you never even realized was possible. So with that, let's get right into it, no wasted time. Number 1, always plan your day the night before. If you start the day without a plan, you're already behind. You should wake up already having an idea of what the day will look like. And this fights procrastination. Procrastination doesn't come from having too much work. It comes from being overwhelmed and not having a clear next step. And this is largely solved by waking up knowing exactly what your first step is. And then after that step's done, knowing exactly what your next step is. Clarity and baby steps solve procrastination and burnout. Number 2, try to start with your hardest task of the day. The task that you're dreading, the task that's going to loom over you all day. If you get this task done first, you build the momentum to conquer the rest of your day because every other task looks so easy in comparison. It doesn't necessarily have to be your very first task of the day, but it should be early in the day. And that brings me to number 3, something I've only recently started incorporating that's been huge for me. Have a halftime checkpoint with a number of tasks you want to get done before then. For example, I usually set this to noon, and I say, okay, I want these 4 tasks completely done before noon, or 3 tasks, however many it is. This creates a sense of urgency early on in the day. That's a huge problem for a lot of people, including myself. Early in the day, you don't feel a sense of urgency because you have the whole day to get all this stuff done. Next thing you know, it's 5 p.m. and you've done nothing all day. And it allows a quick reflection during the day. A quick checkpoint to say, okay, how is the day going? How have I done so far? And how can I do better for the rest of the day? So that you're conscious of your effort. This takes some trial and error of choosing how many tasks personally works for you and what checkpoint time to use. It should be enough that it's obviously possible and not rushed, but also that you feel truly proud and productive getting it done. Number 4, time block for each task. And when you're time blocking, include if it's a task that you must finish even if you go overtime, or if it's a task you need to stop and move on from. Knowing when to end a task to end your flow state is just as important as knowing when to start the flow state. So often people get bogged down with an unimportant task because they said, okay, I gotta finish it. So that's why I specify, is this a task I need to get done even if I start to go over the planned time, or is this a task I need to drop and move to tomorrow if I start to go over my time? Number 5, even with all of this planning, adjust and adapt the day based on your physical and mental energy. So what does this mean? If you feel mentally drained and exhausted from all your work and studying, use that time to go to the gym as a mental break. In this way, you're always resting in one way or another. You're either mentally exhausted and letting your brain turn off by going to the gym or doing some physical activity, or after the gym, you're physically exhausted and you're resting your body and recovering by doing some work, doing some studying. But you have to listen to your body, listen to your energy. So when I go to the gym, it's not always locked in place. It varies depending on how I'm feeling to maximize my productivity both in the gym and out of the gym. So all of this is about planning, but being very flexible with the plan. Number 6, end the day on a relatively relaxing task that ideally does not use your phone. You need to wind down, you need to reset, so that you can get a good sleep and wake up rejuvenated and ready to conquer the next day. Plan your next day, journal, pray, reflect, but try not to end the day on something very stimulating. And number 7, as soon as possible, ideally right now, take time to write down everything you're spending time on that you're willing to cut out for your dreams. Every small goal that's just not worth it, every waste of time, every distraction. But more importantly, take time to reflect on how you're wasting time in between your tasks, the small waste of time throughout the day. For example, maybe you don't think you're spending that much time on your phone, but maybe you're scrolling for 5 minutes 20 times throughout the day in between every task. And that adds up. So you have to write all of these down to be truly aware of them. And then you cut them out. Life is a game of who's willing to sacrifice more. So write down every way you're wasting time, even the tiny things you don't even realize. This is how I was able to balance academics, gym, and everything else. I'll be posting more workout vlogs, day in the life vlogs, and advice coming soon, so stay tuned. Please comment if you have any questions, like and subscribe to support my page, and most importantly, stay locked in because we're all headed to the top together.